What is Caudillismo? If you're curious about the complex and often tumultuous history of Latin America, you might have stumbled upon the term Caudillismo. So, what exactly is Caudillismo and how did it shape the region? To start, Caudillismo is a political system that emerged in Latin America during the 19th century, right after the Wars of Independence from Spain. The term comes from the Spanish word caudillo, which means leader or warlord. In the aftermath of these wars, many Latin American countries were in chaos, struggling to establish stable governments and institutions. This vacuum of power created an environment where strong, charismatic leaders could rise to the top. These leaders, known as caudillos, often gained power through military force or by winning the hearts and minds of the people. Caudillos were typically charismatic figures who ruled through personal authority rather than through formal institutions or democratic processes. They often came from military backgrounds and were known for their ability to recruit troops and protect their people during times of war and civil unrest. For example, figures like Juan Facundo Quiroga in Argentina, José Antonio Páez in Venezuela, and Antonio López de Santa Anna in Mexico were all prominent caudillos. One of the defining characteristics of caudillismo is personalistic rule. This means that the caudillo's power was based on their own personality, charm, and sometimes even brutality, rather than on any formal political structures. This type of rule often led to instability and a lack of consistent governance, as the caudillo's decisions were not bound by any institutional checks. Caudillismo was also closely tied to populism. Caudillos would often gain support by making promises of change that appealed to the masses, especially in rural areas where poverty and inequality were rampant. Their ability to connect with the people and promise solutions to their problems was a key factor in their rise to power. The military played a significant role in caudillismo. Many caudillos came to power through military force, either by leading rebellions or by gaining control of the military. This militarization of politics was a legacy of the Wars of Independence and continued to shape the political landscape of Latin America for centuries. Domingo Faustino Sarmiento's book, published in 1845, is a classic interpretation of caudillismo. Sarmiento portrayed caudillismo as a form of political barbarism, highlighting the conflict between civilization and the more rustic, violent culture of the rural areas from which many caudillos emerged. In summary, caudillismo is a system of political and social domination led by strong, charismatic leaders who often ruled through personal authority and military power. This phenomenon was a response to the instability and power vacuum in Latin America following the Wars of Independence and continues to influence the region's politics to this day.